quickly there. Madonna, anything you want to add to that? We talked, while we were listening to that little interview, you were talking about the twilight surgery.
Yeah, so I've actually used twilight anaesthetic with dentists before, and I love it because I do have, like, mine is a physical anxiety. Yes. Yeah.
So you're semi-conscious. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, no, you're actually, well, they say that it's a lower level of anaesthetic, so you're actually totally unaware of the whole thing, but it's not as deep as general anaesthetic. So once the time is up, you pretty much wake up and you're out the door. So it's not like you need hours to recover or anything. I would, as a naturopath, I'd still say go the B12 to pull that out. And same with happy gas. I know when I had my 12 stitches in my foot last year, I used a lot of happy gas that night yes.
Why did you have 12 stitches in your foot?
I stood on a wine glass.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I must be one of these ESP people because I knew what you were going to say. That happened to a friend of mine, and I've got this real thing, don't put your glass on the floor.
Yes.
I don't get really angry, but I say, people come to my place and I put the glass, don't put it down on the floor.
Yeah.
This friend of mine did the same thing, stood on a wine glass, the fragment went into the foot, they went to the doctor, naturally he had it taken out, stitched up. And about 2 weeks later, the foot just went.
Wow.
And there was still a piece of glass in
there.
So
okay.
Recut open again.
Yeah. So no, you do learn, and but I was at the dentist. Well, this is how terrified I am of needles. I got there at 9 p.m. and they were stitching me at 2:30 in the morning because I was I wouldn't let them do local anaesthetic. Because in my family we have a very bad history where locals don't work, and I've seen it with my mum. I've seen it with both my boys. So I am petrified of it because I've literally seen it.
So did you learn a valuable lesson about putting glasses on?
I've never put my glasses on the floor again.
Yeah, was it you that put the glass there?
I was folding. I was sort of sitting in the middle of the lounge room for doing a cubic metre of folding on a Wednesday night and thought, well, if I'm going to be working, I'm going to have a glass of wine. But yes, it was about the same height as the piles of clothes. So I just wandered back into the lounge room and there it went.
12 stitches.
Absolutely. Yeah. Might have been 13, but it was lots.
Well, that's not much to do with the environment. So.
No, it's not. It's not. But yeah, so one of the big questions that's been asked all week, with all the new information from Congress in Melbourne, was the fact that, well, it sounds really... What can you do about it? Because we can't do anything about the air we're breathing. We can't do anything about the water. We can filter and that sort of thing. But, it comes down to that point where people are so fearful of doing anything. They know that every time they drink out of plastic cups, they're getting some xenoestrogens. They know that when they're buying something wrapped in Glad wrap, they're getting some more, estrogens. And these are the things that drive a lot of the disease. But the big thing is, it's about keeping your liver and kidneys functional in the body. So this is not something that drugs do. This is something that you need to be conscious of in your everyday day. So it's things like drinking plenty of water. It's things like eating plenty of greens, and the best is organic always. Once again, we mentioned the clean 15 and the dirty dozen last week, so you can Google those and make sure you buy as many of the clean 15 as you can to get those colours, making sure that you're getting, they are now recommending 30 different types of fruit and veggies a week. This is what the researchers are saying because every coloured and type of fruit and veggie we have has different phytochemicals in that support our genes and stop them from turning cancerous. So we're talking big stuff that we can do in our diet that can impact positively on our health to keep our DNA and our genes healthy and safe, even in amongst all this, the toxicity that's in our environment.
You'd be a good promotions girl for Con the Food Road.
I certainly do. But he was funny.
Environmentally, he wasn't all that good because he used to get the plastic bag, remember, and go...
Well, it is. I do remember one day, ironically, I left Coles or Woolies, and I'd bought some organic stuff that was on special, but it was organic food that was on a polystyrene plate with Glad wrap wrapped around it. So there it is. It's organic food, and that's the way they sell it. And I know they're in a tough place. I don't know how they... But anyway.
What we'll do is have a very quick break because we've got to come back and talk about new leaf therapies. Coming up pretty soon. We'll be back in just a moment.